Hey guys, welcome back to another video. I am back with a second part to the Willow Creek tours. We are going to be touring Foundry Cove today. I just wanted to get this wrapped up because I really wanted to start on a few builds and let's plays evolving around the business and hobbies pack that recently came out around a week ago, so I'm excited for that. I'm super impressed with all the build mode items that recently came out with the whole entire pack, along with the gameplay aspects of it. I did watch a few gameplay videos, and I think the pack, despite a couple minor bugs, has been working really decent, at least compared to the Get to Work that came out a few years ago. So I'm excited for that. Yeah, I do plan on coming out with a let's play as well for the pack. I'm not sure whether I use my own character or create a new one. We'll see when I start making the video. But the first home I'm going to tour is the Swain family home. Let's just take a look at the sim family I created. Alright, Eddie, so the single dad, has 3 boys to raise. His wife passed away after his youngest son was born and has been raising them alone. He is a great dad who always takes his son snowboarding every other weekend. Despite the fact that he has 3 sons, he is still pretty adventurous and loves thrilling sports on the downtime. So despite the fact that he has a really busy single parent life, he's still pretty spontaneous and loves to spend his time outdoors, rock climbing, snowboarding, skiing, stuff like that. Yeah, very cute family. I really wanted to incorporate a single father in this Let's Play, like in this world save, only because it's kind of opposite to the McMullen family, which is like a single mom, which I featured in my other video. So let's take a look at their house. One thing I like about this neighborhood is all the homes, all the lots, they kind of resemble the same type of material. So I use the same type of stone on the outside, along with the roofing is kind of similar. So I wanted the neighborhood to really flow, unlike the Courtyard Lane neighborhood that I toured in my other video. So alright, this is what it's looking like. Very, very large home. Alright. I had so much fun making this home in particular, only because I think I just got finished building the McMullen family, which is like a pink and girly home. So to have a home that's quite the opposite was definitely a change of aesthetic, especially with the final result. So they got a big backyard here with a pool and a lot of space for them to spend time outside. Alright. Oh, whoops. Let's start with the first room here. Alright, so you walk in and you are greeted by a quite decently sized coat room with a small table in the middle for your Sims to place down small items when they come home from work, school, etc. And on to the right is the first bedroom. Alright, this is the parents' bedroom, so Eddie's bedroom. I wanted it to have a lot of dark colors and just feel really lived in, and kind of fits his aesthetic. And then he has also an ensuite. Full bath, shower, sink, toilet, everything is included. The mismatched carpets I included in this bathroom is intentional. I wanted the home to feel like it was kind of put together by a bunch of boys who could care less if it's like color coordinated. Alright, so you walk in to the left and you're greeted by a Christmas tree that was left up, and a large, comfy living room space. Neutral colors, browns, beiges, yeah, and a bunch of gaming stuff for the boys to play around with. And then to the right, or to the left of the room, is the toddler's bedroom and the preteen's bedroom. So his bed is just up here. A lot of mess, a lot of stuff kind of everywhere. And I put this like little TV area. You can, when the toddler grows up, you can convert this TV area into another desk area, but for now I'm just gonna keep it this way. Alright, and then that's it for this part. Then to the right, you are greeted by this entryway, double door entryway, which I love to use. I wanted an excuse to use this door, and I feel like it fits perfectly in this build especially. You have the dining room space here. You walk past this dog area. This is kind of plain. I wish I did more with this space, but I just didn't want it to interfere with gameplay. You're greeted with this beautiful kitchen here. Aprons on the wall, just super clean looking kitchen. And the brown matches the rest of the house. Then through this area is a guest bathroom. Alright. And then this area, I really wanted to do something different with the upstairs older son's bedroom. I wanted it to be kind of in an attic somewhere, so this leads up to his bedroom. Their laundry space is in this tucked away area, and this is a full family bath for the downstairs, which overlooks the backyard, which I love. These curtains as well, you might notice that I have them all throughout the house. Not those ones. I think I have them all in the living room or the bedrooms, but I feel like they go really well with the space. Alright. This is the older son's bedroom. So, quite a large bedroom space with a TV area for him to invite friends over. His gaming area, with all the comfy gamer pack items included. Bedroom, and his ensuite, because I feel like him going all the way downstairs during gameplay is going to be quite annoying actually, so I had that kind of made for this particular room upstairs. Alright, and I think that's it for this home. Alright, let's move along because I don't want to make this video too long. My other video was definitely longer than I expected, so alright, on to next. I think Larry's next. Alright. Where is he? Okay, Larry Grayson. He is an elder who has recently retired and hopes to live a peaceful life after serving in the army throughout his life. His goals include perfecting his garden and improving his handiness around the house, while also making furniture to pass time. He loves to read stories and enjoys writing about his life to hopefully pass on his knowledge to other men who have just come home from the army. He wants to help soldiers like himself find peace and gratitude. So I wanted him to have the writer aspiration, and I feel like he's definitely a different sim from everybody else. I don't really have, other than the townhouse builds, I don't really have sims living by themselves, so he's definitely one of the handfuls. Yeah, so I don't know, I really enjoyed the story of this sim specifically. It definitely has so much character, and it's I don't know, his story seems very genuine, and I'd love to create a let's play evolving around him. Alright, let's tour his home. Larry's home is quite simple. Yes, again, it's very like matchy with the rest of the homes, but I don't know, I find it has a lot of character. Alright, so this is his home from the outside. Very quaint. It also has just one floor. It doesn't have any levels or anything. I just wanted to keep it very simple. And his backyard here with all his gardening stuff, dining room area, and this little porch area. I wanted to make it seem like he made this furniture, so that's why I kind of had that there. I wanted to make it seem like he's been making furniture to add to his home. Alright. Okay. You walk in. Let me just get leveled here. There we go. Okay, you walk in and you're greeted by this small little dining room space that looks out into the backyard, and then straight across is the fireplace along with his little desk area where he writes and he brainstorms for his new books and stuff. Then we have this very cute, simple, pops of color a little bit and patterns living room space that I feel like fits his aesthetic. I wanted to put 2 different armchairs only because I feel like when you have a space where an elder lives and there's armchairs that are completely different style, it could resemble a partner they once had that passed away recently. I just feel like it tells a story, you know, and it makes the space just as much cozier. Then on the other side is his small kitchen. I find it easier to decorate a kitchen that's smaller because you can fill up the space so much easier. So I loved how that turned out. And then on this wall here, I think is the bedroom. No, it's the bathroom. This is the full bathroom. Where did I put his bedroom? I think I put it here. Okay. Alright, so his bedroom is probably one of my favorite bedrooms, except like the laundromat thing. I didn't have anywhere else to put it, and I realized last minute after I finished the build that I didn't include a washer and dryer, so that seems kind of random there. I'm aware, but my favorite part of the bedroom is the fact that this little like chest area, I feel like just suits the bed like really nicely. I didn't really find anything else that was one piece that matched the aesthetic of the colors that I was going for, but these are actually 2 chests put together. If I can find it. Yeah, so there's 2 of them here. I just changed the color and combined them using move objects, and I feel like it fits the bed really nice. It has like a cottage living vibe that I really enjoyed. Alright, and his bedroom has the door to the back porch as well. So, yeah, very quaint home. I think it suits Larry very well. And all my builds, I believe I mentioned in my other video, are uploaded to the gallery, so if you wanted to play in it or even change a few things, you could. Alright, next sim is another elder sim. Alice Brewer. Okay. I introduce you to Alice Brewer, a kind and patient elder who loves flowers, reading, and bees. So she has an obsession with bees. Ever since she was little, she has had a fascination with bees. Apart from gardening, she enjoys baking, sitting on the porch drinking her tea, and reading a cozy book. She is a very kind sim and has a green thumb. She also is trying to go on more walks because she gets bored sometimes at home, so she's always trying new activities. So she's a little bit more spontaneous than Larry, but I feel like, I don't know, I feel like they'd be a good match because she loves to read books and he likes to write books, so I thought that was a cool dynamic. And she also has a cat named Princess Honey to keep her company. So another very cute, wholesome, and quite simple sim. I don't think always having an overcomplicated sim family is necessary, so it's nice to have somebody with simple aspirations, and it's easier to kind of navigate, especially throughout gameplay. Alright, so this is her home. Definitely a lot more like floral than Larry's home, but I think it just definitely suits her. And she has a cute welcome mat for Princess Honey. And her backyard. Open porch, just to match the description a little bit. Yeah. Oh, and a bunch of bee stuff, because she is obsessed with bees. Yeah, so I really like how this home turned out especially. Okay. This also has, I believe one level to it. Alright. Okay, let's... Okay, you're greeted by the front area here. And then, again, like Larry's home, she has a dining room space. I just wanted it to be bigger because I feel like she'd have more family coming home to visit her all the time. So it's definitely an open layout. There's no like tucked away kitchens or areas just like Larry's. It's definitely more of an open space. Yeah, so on to the left, she has a kitchen that overlooks the living room space, which I find really cute. And her fridge is just tucked away there. Her living room space, super bright, has a bunch of fun colors in it. Still pretty dated, still pretty antique, but definitely fits her style. Princess Honey bed over there with their toys. Very cute. And then in this area is her bedroom. I definitely wanted to clutter this place up more. I honestly didn't know what to do with the space. I kind of had just a lack of inspiration when it came to this space. But yeah, so definitely want to add more artwork around here, but this is the idea kind of the layout I wanted to have for her bedroom. You go through this area here, and I believe this is her washroom. Unless I forgot. I don't know. Yeah. Oh, no. This is her office area. Okay, so this is her office get ready area, and the laundromat is also in a pretty random area. Okay, this is the bathroom then. Alright, so she's got a full bathroom here, cat litter, and just all the basic stuff. And another double doorway for her porch area, where she can sit on the porch and read her books. Yeah, super cute area. I'm really happy with the base layout. Alright, on to the next. Alright, we did this. Okay, this is definitely, if you guys remember on the base game, I think this lot is called the BFF lot or something. It has like best friends living in it, and it seems like a sorority house in my opinion, so I basically redid it. Completely redid it. It's bigger, it's more colorful, and it's unlike Larry's and Alice's house. This place did not lack any detail, any clutter, and there's no blank spaces, so I'm really excited to show you guys that. And I also incorporated a laundry room. That's probably my favorite part of the house besides the kitchen, so I can't wait to show you that. Let me introduce you guys to the characters first, if I can find them here. Alright, well, I guess we'll introduce you to them. This is all of them all together. Right, but we'll go one by one, I guess. Alright. Introducing Janelle Holmes, an aspiring actress who is confident and determined. She has always wanted to be an actress and always had a, like, I don't know, she's always had a passion for music. So something like singing, I wanted her to get into, or even playing an instrument. That would really fit her personality. She is a social butterfly and left home when she was 18 to pursue her dream. I'm not really sure if I wanted her to go into acting, like the celebrity pack, or music. I probably will consider trying to get her to do both, actually. She enjoys art and self-care. She loves hanging out with her friends and enjoys vlogging her day-to-day life. Her biggest challenges is probably rejection and can get very expressive at times of stress. So she is a enthusiastic social butterfly, and when she auditions for a role, and let's say hypothetically she gets rejected for it, I don't know, I feel like she'd be the type of sim to kind of be hard on herself a little bit. Yeah. Okay, next sim is Jason Braxton. Introducing Jason Braxton. He comes from a family of athletes, and he has a huge family of 4 brothers and 3 sisters. He is very confident and loves hanging out with his friends. He is outgoing and loves all sports. He is also a ladies' man and is often a heartbreaker. He wants to be the best athlete and is always at the gym perfecting his craft. He also loves going to events like concerts, raves, and like just a bunch of outdoorsy type of activities, parties, and anywhere where there's a big group of people. He is still very close to his family and never misses a holiday. Alright. This was originally made by this user here, but I just altered his outfits and changed around some of the tattoos that he had. Which is actually, you know what? I think he would be very good he would be a great sim for the tattooing parlor aspect of the new pack, so I didn't really think about that until now, so I feel like that'd be like a good part-time job for him. Alright, Wesley Stickshaw. He's like a super fun looking sim, I don't know. He was definitely super fun, and when you see his room, it's definitely like super chaotic. Alright, he is goofy and loves to cook and play basketball. His goal is to have the most hyped food truck ever and to live in a penthouse with all his friends. So I wanted him to kind of have a food truck, so I'm thinking for the businesses and hobbies to have a lot that's like kind of looks like a food truck and have his business run through there. So I don't know, I have a very creative idea for that, but that's like for another video. But just a hint of where I want to place him in the pack. Alright. He loves to make his friends laugh. He enjoys video games and snowboarding also. He sometimes gets ahead of himself when it comes to social interactions and with people, but that's what makes him an awesome sim. So I wanted him to also be a little awkward and feel a little bit more relatable. So I gave him the cringe trait because I wanted to see it in gameplay. I don't usually use this trait often, but I felt like it was a great opportunity to use it with this sim in particular. Alright. He sometimes gets ahead of himself when it comes to social interactions with new people. Okay, I think I read that part. Okay, his ability to stand out, whether it's related to his style or his goofy personality. So I wanted him to be very unique. So he has like freckles, I love his hairdo, and yeah, I can't wait to show you guys his room. Okay, and the last sim for this sorority house area is Jade Hunter. She is an aspiring tattoo artist who left her unhealthy family in order to find peace on her own. She is self-assured but often feels like life gets the better of her mental health. She uses meditation and yoga to relieve her emotions. She also wants to explore crystals and collecting gems as a little side project. She wants to really enjoy a positive and stress-free life where she can feel safe and express herself freely. Okay, so she's also another sim I wanted to use for the tattoo artist aspiration, which is crazy because I created this like back in 2024 before I even heard of the pack coming out. So I'm really happy I have a sim to use for the tattoo artist aspiration that just recently came out. So I'm excited to use her, and this is all of them together. All right, let's finally get into the home tour because this is definitely what I've been waiting for. All right. Oh, I don't want to spoil it. Okay. All right, this is the home. Quite large. All right, let me just bring this down a little bit more. All right, so front door area, then this goes all the way to the pool area. I gave them a larger pool because I assumed they would have like a bunch of parties and stuff. Barbecue area. Yeah, so that's it for the backyard. All right, let's get into the final build. Oh my gosh, this looks so good. I'm kind of revisiting this as well, so it's kind of interesting to see. So you walk in, you're greeted by this huge, like, walkway area, because I assume they have a lot of clothes, you know, they're in their early 20s, they might be in college, and I feel like they need a big space here. So I love how this turned out. This is kind of like a new rack that I clothing rack that I wanted to use, and I felt like it fit the space. Bunch of movie posters as well, and you're greeted by this bookshelf in the hallway. I think this is the laundry room, which I'm probably going to show you guys first. This build is definitely one of my favorite builds I've ever done. Right, you go through here, and this is the door to the backyard, and then shelf here to fill in the space, artwork. This is the laundry room I created. I feel like it looks breathtaking. It looks really good. I wanted a space for them to all be able to do their laundry, and if you're definitely like, I feel like if you live with roommates, I assume it's kind of like a big nuisance to have to wait for somebody's laundry to be done and stuff. So I added 2 units of each. Counter sprays, and these are the same cabinets I used, I believe, for the kitchen. So I wanted it to flow really cool, like flow really nicely with the aesthetic, which was really cool. Vacuum, cleaning area, and a bunch of just laundry bins and chairs for them to sit on, magazines in case they want to watch a magazine, flip through a magazine while they're doing laundry, and a bunch of crazy artwork, which is really cool. Let's go back down. All right, this is the living room, a very, very large space. And this is the reading nook or book nook. I don't know what the pack is called, I forgot, but basically what it looks like. Along with this very fun coffee table that I feel like is just, I don't know, it's just so fun to look at. That's one thing about this house I really love, is everything is just super colorful and just, I don't know, every part of the house I spent a lot of time in. Fireplace, little cute gardening pot little area. Another bookshelf, dining room space with a bunch of like, I feel like when you're in a sorority house or a place where a lot of the members like to party. Having paper plates kind of fit a little bit better. This wall of just artwork that I felt like added a lot of character to the house. Aquarium, more plant stuff, bookshelf again. This table here just for like party entertainment. Another bookshelf, the Christmas tree in the corner with a big window overlooking the water. And then this is the kitchen. Super bright, super like in your face, but I love it. I feel like it's so cool. And I feel like it fits the house so perfectly. And if you're gonna cook in this house, there's definitely a lot of room. Especially if there's more than one person. The reason why I put the fridges over there is my imagination is like, oh, if somebody's cooking here and another sim wants to grab something out of the fridge, they can. So I wanted it to be kind of a little separate. But yeah, I love how this turned out. Overlooking the backyard. Yeah. Alright, on to the upstairs. So the staircase is right here. Let's see if I can try to get this area. Where's... Okay, right here. Okay, you go up the stairs and you're greeted by just artwork. Always. Alright, and the first bedroom to the left is Jade's bedroom. Very purple. Each bedroom has like a color swatch that it's going by. So hers is like purples, pinks, blacks. Little desk area overlooking the bedroom. Blinds. Yeah, so it's a very fun looking bedroom. I really loved how this turned out. And each bedroom as well has their own themed like ensuite as well. So you go through here, this is her bathroom. Very cool, very cool. Everything kind of everywhere. Kind of fits with the whole theme, punk rock theme. Right, so you go through here. Next bedroom, we'll do this one here. Alright, this is the second bedroom. So yeah, Janelle's, I wanted hers to be a little bit more modern and neutral toned, and I really love how this turned out. I really spent a lot of time cluttering up each part of the rooms, and I feel like this one turned out really nice too. Her bathroom, very plain as well, matches the rest of the bedroom that she has with the beiges, the browns, and the stone. Yeah, so I love how that turned out. Alright, across from her bedroom is Jason's bedroom. I wanted his to be very like, I don't know, like bachelor pad room type of thing. A lot of blacks, a lot of moderns, glass. Very contemporary type of area. There is a balcony up here, but I just wanted it to kind of just be the lookout for this area here. I felt like that was kind of cool. His bedroom here, his closet area. It's a very weird like shaped bedroom, but I feel like it fits, you know? Because the more you go down the hallway, the more stuff you notice. And of course his bathroom. Very simple. Again, matches his bedroom. Alright, at the end of the hall is Wesley's bedroom. So, very different from the rest. Very bright colored, and I don't know, I love how this turned out. I feel like it looks so sick. Yeah, so that's his bedroom and his bathroom as well. He's got the largest bathroom because I feel like it's Wesley. He kind of deserves it. Yeah, so I love how that turned out. Alright, I think that's it for the home. yeah, so it's definitely one of my favorite builds I've ever done. Only because of how unique it is and how fun it is to look at. Definitely up there. Okay, time for the finale, the townhouses, which is one of my favorite new things I've tried. So, we have, I'll just do them kind of generally. The first townhouse is Cedric Mullens. The next one is the Wood Sisters. If you have watched Legally Blonde, they made kind of like a sequel to the movie back in the day, and the twin sisters live here. I wanted to kind of make an apartment to resemble that aesthetic, and I've recreated the Sims as well. The Bernal siblings, their story is actually very sweet, so I can't wait to get into that, and the Durant family. So we'll start with Cedric Mullens. So for his character, I wanted him to be kind of like, I wanted him to have kind of a darker backstory. So his parents passed away and they left him the townhouse. My assumption is they kind of passed away in a car crash, something very mundane, and it's affected him in a certain way. He's super smart, and he has the public enemy aspiration, so I wanted him to be super good with computers and just, I don't know, super smart. And based off his aesthetic, you'll see in his home, it resembles kind of like somebody who doesn't go outside very much, is very antisocial. So can't wait to show you guys that. Alright, perfect. Didn't show anything else. Okay, it's this one here. Alright, so this is the very first townhouse, and each and every single one of them, they look kind of sort of the same, except like the planter stuff is different. But yeah, so very nice, very nice. Oh, whoops. Okay, let's see if we can get in here. See, it's gonna be a little buggy. Alright, you walk in, little walkway area here. Alright, then you go in and you're greeted by a dining room area, really large bookshelf area, and it's a quite decently large kitchen. I think that looks like really cool. Definitely a little bit more run down than the kitchens I've done in the other homes, but I still like it. Laundromat area, storage, and then you go down to this area here, and this is his living room. I love the aesthetic of this living room. This is the very first time I've used this couch actually, and I feel like it fits really well with the space. So I love how this turned out. Super cool. A lot of dark sequences, and I feel like it fits Cedric, you know? He spends a lot of time at home and loves his tech and stuff, so I wanted it to fit his aesthetic. Then a bathroom here, a guest bathroom. Alright, and then you go upstairs. I guess I should show you the backyard. So you go through here. And this is the backyard. Very full of stuff. Book areas, a tent. In case he wants to go outside, make something, you know? And he also, since he lives here by himself, I wanted him to own the townhouse, but I did originally make this to test out the for rent pack that I added to the main game recently. Okay, let's see, where's the stairs? Okay. Not sure how to turn off the purple Okay, how do I turn this off without it? Okay, there we go. Okay. Right, so you go up the stairs here. And to the right, you are greeted with his ultimate, like, hacker lair. He spends the majority of his time here, so I added a mini fridge. Whiteboard for his planning. Hamster thing. His other desk where I assume he makes stuff to terrorize the Willow Creek with. I don't know. Yeah, so I love his office. And I added 2 more chairs in case I wanted him to have like friends that had the same kind of aspiration as he did, so I kind of wanted a big space for them to hang out. And then over here is his bedroom, I believe. It's very dark again. Dark bedroom. Very open. He has a balcony outside. And a bathroom. A full bathroom. Really, really cool. So I'm happy with how this turned out, for sure. Alright. On to the next. Right, next one. If you guys watched the movie, I forgot what it's called, but it's basically a sequel to Legally Blonde, same plot and everything. So I wanted it to really fit the home. Alright. Alright, so let's just... You're greeted by this very open pink layout here. They have a bunch of shoes everywhere. Everything's pink. I wanted to play around with the lighting. I wanted it to have a little bit more of a yellow lighting. Their TV and a bunch of clutter stuff under the stairs. Yeah. Very, very girly space, definitely. Definitely much girlier than the McMullen family. Their kitchen here, small little island. Cute little plants everywhere. And then they're greeted with the guest bathroom. Super plain. I wish I did a little bit more with it, but it's okay. And then we have the backyard. This backyard was really fun to make. It's definitely much more lively than Cedric's backyard, and it was kind of on purpose. I wanted them to be neighbors only because they have such different aesthetics. It's kind of humorous to have them next to each other. So they have a bunch of plant stuff, a very cute little gazebo area, and a small little pool, because I feel like if you watch this movie, you'll know they're very extra, these girls, these twins. So very, very cute. I love how that turned out. Alright, let's go upstairs. They have a very modern looking staircase there. This is a full bath right here. Alright, there we go, full bathroom. And then across from here is one of the person's bedrooms. Office area. Pink aesthetic again. Again, this is a weird shaped bedroom, but I did what I could with the space. And a very cute balcony area where they can just sit down, paint and stuff. I love how this looks. Alright, and then you go back out, and the second bedroom is again very, very pink. I think a little smaller than the other bedroom, but it could be just be the shape of it. And they too have a porch area. Alright, I think that's it for that home specifically, but super fun, another super fun build. I did have trouble at first uploading the townhouses to the gallery. I experienced like a little bit of glitchiness with it, but it should work now. Alright, so the Bernal siblings. So I wanted, Benny Bernal's the oldest brother, and this is his little sister. They live by themselves. I don't really know what I wanted to do for their backstory apart from their parents aren't with them currently. And he's an aspiring chef, so he wants to be a chef. I wanted him to kind of be best friends with Wesley. From the best friend's house here. I wanted him to be best friends with Wesley so they can like they could have a food truck together, so I feel like that would be kind of cool. And his young sister is an aspiring artist, Lana and Benny. A very wholesome family, and I had fun building their home. It's very cozy. It's kind of it's a lot like Larry's home actually, so super fun. Okay, you walk through. This is a walkway area. Lots of pictures here. And this is his very open living room, dining room space. So this is their living room here. Very cute. And then they have a little seating area with a mini Christmas tree, which is like I found so adorable, with the fireplace. And then you go down this area, and this is his fully loaded kitchen where he can practice his cooking and improve his recipes. Dining room area and the laundry area. Alright, I think this is the bathroom. Yeah, this is a full bath. Really large. Has everything you need in it. Yeah, I love the open concept of this. I feel like it's so cool to look across it. And his backyard. Not as colorful as the Wood Sisters, but definitely still pretty cozy. A cooking space area for him to kind of practice his craft. I wouldn't say he's an outdoorsy sim, but he definitely is a foodie, so I wanted to incorporate outdoor cooking for him here. Alright, so this is the walls up here. Corner, okay, right here. Alright, so this bookshelf here, I had so much fun using Clutter to fill it up. I fit as much as I could, and I feel like this turned out really nice to fill the space. Corridor area. First bedroom here is his bedroom, so very open layout. His desk area here, fireplace, and he also has his very own balcony. I really enjoyed using these couches. These couches are so fun to use. I feel like they add so much character, and you can literally fit them anywhere in a cottage living house or even a modern house. I feel like they would still work. So go out, and this is the full bath again. Matches the kitchen with the same cabinets. This is also a balcony area that's just attached to the hallway. And then this is his sister's room. Very small, definitely on the smaller side, but I feel like it's still pretty quaint and everything works. And she also has a shared balcony space with her brother, so I found that really cute. Alright, perfect. I don't know, I had so much fun making these townhouses. I definitely want to make it into a series where I just build townhouses all day. I feel like that'd be so fun. Alright, so the last family is the Durant family. I wanted to kind of play off of the rock, like the rock star aesthetic. So he is a rock star. He loves to go to raves. He loves performing with his rock band, and this is his wife. She loves art, and she's super introverted. I wanted her to kind of live a more like private life. She just likes to be by herself a lot, and she loves hanging out with Sky, who's just the sweetest sim ever. So they share a beautiful daughter named Sky together, and yeah, just I don't know, I loved playing around with different sims with different aesthetics and different backstories, and I definitely wanted to add a rock star home. Yeah. Alright. Right, front door area. You're greeted with a walkway here. Perfect. You go down this area, and you're greeted by his guitars. A fireplace, small Christmas tree, and a family living room space. Really cute, really cute. And then you then go into the kitchen area. So that's how that's looking like. And the dining room space that it's attached to. Very cute, simple space. I feel like it fits the family really, really nicely, and if they ever want to move, I feel like it's a good place to change up. Okay, this is their family bathroom. And then you have their backyard. Alright, so you go down the stairs here, and you're greeted by this barbecue area that's separate. There's like a divider I created with half walls. Their dining room space, planting area or easel, and little cute family area where they can like make s'mores and stuff. Thought that was very cute. Alright, and upstairs, if I can find the corridor area. Alright, right here. Right. You're greeted by the laundromat here. And then first area is Sky's bedroom. Very different from the rest of the house. Very pink and very bright. She also has a little treehouse area here. Dollhouse area, I mean. And then all to herself. I don't think this is shared with anybody. Yeah. On to the right here, another family bathroom. And then this, I believe, is their bedroom. Yeah. Very dark. There's a lot of red tones in it. Yeah. And this is their ensuite as well. Yeah, I love how this turned out, especially with their quite large balcony space as well. That overlooks the neighborhood, which is really cool. Alright, I think that's it. Alright, I think that's it for the for this neighborhood. I'm really happy with all the homes. If I had to pick a favorite, I would probably pick the sorority house here. I feel like this has to be my favorite. My second favorite would be the townhouses, and then these ones I can't really choose between, so I think I love these three equally. So I'm really happy that I was able to cover the second neighborhood. Thank you guys for watching, and I'm really excited to explore the new pack soon. I just really wanted to wrap up the tours for this area here. Yeah, and I hope you guys have a good rest of your day, and I hope you guys try out the pack as well, because I've honestly heard a lot of good things about it. Um, so I highly recommend you guys at least check it out, or even see a couple of the Let's Plays that have been released playing with the pack, because it's honestly like really fun. Alright guys, have a good rest of your day. Bye!